Philly254 living life. Back at it. So the ROG ally, the ROG ally, it's out here. It's out here. And a lot of people are, they have their 2 cents they gotta say about it. People saying, bought it 2 days later, sent it back, you know, traded in my Steam Deck, had it for like a week, got my Steam Deck back, and refunded the ally and got my Steam Deck back. I miss my Steam Deck. I mean, yeah. Some people are hating on it just because it's the fun thing to do. Alright, man, the ally ain't dead, homie. The ally ain't dead. And I'm gonna tell you right. I'm gonna tell you why. And this is real talk. Now I know a lot of my videos have kind of spoken about. So I try not to dwell too hard on them, the negatives of the ally versus the Steam Deck or whatnot. I'm a Steam Deck man, but I'm gonna be real with it. The ally has a lot of positives, and I'm not gonna talk about like, its unique features such as the little back handles or whatnot. But I'm talking about like things like the very fact that it is a Windows machine. I ain't gotta worry about not a damn thing on Steam not being compatible unless it's just too much for the ally to run. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? And that's the biggest positive to me. There are games I've had in my Steam library that I wanted to try on the Steam Deck, and they just weren't compatible. And I know there was no way around it. Rust. I mean, I played Rust before, but I wanted to do it on the Steam Deck. I want to play it on Steam Deck. Couldn't do it because that easy anti-cheat was a problem, man. There was just no way. I tried so many different ways, and yeah, I'm like a game like Rust that had servers that are not easy or do not have easy anti-cheat on them. But man, you got to do stuff to find them and get them, man. I just didn't feel like doing that, man. Ally, that's not a problem, bro. Just load up and run. Do your thing. You can't beat that. And that's based on the very fact that whereas Steam Deck is Steam OS, the ally is Windows, straight up. And that ain't me hating on Steam OS, because Steam OS has its own positives, but Windows, just like it has its negatives, a lot of bloatware, blase, it has its positives too, because now we don't have to worry about nothing. I'm not going to say nothing. Don't have to worry about anything not being compatible based on just the software that we have, right? Another thing with it being Windows, so Steam Deck, for example, screen recording utilities, Steam Deck is just based on very specific plugins. You have to use those plugins. So if that, for example, the Deck Recorder, to record in game mode, not on desktop mode, you have to use Deck Recorder. If you use Deck Recorder, you're waiting on whatever features and abilities that they give it. So for example, one of the issues I have with Deck Recorder is you can't record gameplay and audio, like your mic audio at the same time. If you can, and I don't know, someone throw in the comments and let me know, because I have not figured out or seen an option to do that. I'm throwing it out there. I'm be real with it. Obviously, you can on the ally with this built-in recorder. You know what I'm saying? It has a built-in recorder, screen recorder. Or you can just go on Windows Store or just go on the internet and find you and download you whatever software that you use that you prefer. Because again, it's Windows based. So if you can do it on a desktop, you can do it on the ally, because the ally is just a computer in a handheld form. That is a positive. If you know of a software that does something that you like, download on the ally. You don't have to see, well, is it compatible with Linux? Is there a Linux version of this? Nah, man. It's on the ally. Stream Deck. And y'all can correct me if I'm wrong again. There is not a Linux version of Stream Deck. Or if there is a way to play stream or use Stream Deck, not Steam, Stream Deck. If there is a way to use Stream Deck on the Steam Deck, you got to do some loopholes. I thought there was some ways to make it work. You got to do some loopholes to make it work. The ally, just download it and run. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a Windows machine, so it is what it is. So people are thinking, well, okay, cool. The ally is it has Windows, cool, whatever. but it still sucks. No, man, the Ally does not suck. For one, now they did overstate it just a tad bit, just a tad bit. They did sit there and say, "Man, twice as powerful." No, it's not twice as powerful, but it definitely is more powerful. It definitely has a little bit more a few more horses under the engine than the Steam Deck. Let's just put it out there. So certain games just play better on the Ally. Street Fighter 6 is being one of them. I always say that. Another thing about the Ally is the screen is much better. It's 1080p and it is just more vibrant. It just looks better. It just looks better to the eye. There are certain games where, how can I put this? They're smaller. Like the screen, the text may be a little smaller. You know, on the Steam Deck, it just looks too blurry, man. And Age of Wonders 4 is one. I need to do a video talking about how well does it play. Age of Wonders 4 is one. It's just a bit blurry on the Steam Deck, man. I've tried it a few times and it's just like, man, it's just work to even look at what's going on. Ally, no, it's crisp. So everything just works. I can see what's going on. I get to play it. You know, same thing with Stellaris. Same thing. Everything, I can view everything. Now, of course, Steam Deck does not. I mean, Ally does not have the trackpads like the Steam Deck does. And because I'm so used to playing the Steam Deck, I can't tell you how many times I've been playing the Ally. When I play a game that would require maybe some type of mouse control for a little bit or whatever, and I instinctively start, oh yeah, ain't no trackpad. The cool thing about it is the Ally screen is touchscreen, especially on Windows. The Ally screen is touchscreen, and it's touchscreen just like the Steam Decks, but not just like the Steam Deck, because it's much better than the Steam Decks. It's super accurate. It's about as accurate as your cell phone, meaning you can type on there, bang, 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 and get what you want to get. That's awesome. That's awesome. The Ally is basically showing everyone that it's possible to make a affordable Windows machine and it work well. Now, does it work perfect? No, it doesn't work perfect, man. There's plenty of issues out there. And a lot of the issues out there is just based on it being Windows. Now, I feel like in the future, Asus or even I don't know what some of these other companies are. Some of these other companies that are making Windows-based handhelds, they could probably benefit from possibly making their own custom software that kind of, and I've said this so many times, consolidates all those update places into one spot. Let me just get it from there, man. I don't know if Windows will let you do that. You know, Microsoft will let you say, hey, can we just have people just update it? Even if, you know what, even if the software said, okay, if you can't update it from this area, click here to go to Windows Update. Click here to go to this update. Click here to go to this update. That way you don't have to individually go find all these different places to update. It's all in one spot, and just click this button, it'll take me to where I need to get that update. At the very least. I don't think that would be difficult. I don't think that's going to intrude on anyone's intellectual properties or whatnot. Things like that can definitely be put into consideration. Especially considering, like I said, it's a Windows device, and Windows is update heavy. It likes to update itself. So things like that can definitely be put into consideration. But Ally has shown that it's 100% possible, man. You know, it doesn't have to be, you can make a Windows machine that's still within price range, that's still powerful, hell, more powerful than the Steam Deck, and still be fun to play on. I know, you know, they had to make some concessions with the battery. I think it has the same size battery as the Steam Deck, but because it's more powerful hardware, and Windows itself just, it plays. It likes to be on that processor all the time and whatnot. It likes to draw power. So I understand that even though it may be the same battery size, it draws it much quicker than the Steam Deck. So therefore they had to put in different battery modes, and a one specific battery mode that can only utilize the full power of the battery, and let, you know, only if the actual Ally is plugged in, can, you know, that kind of thing. I get that. First generation machine, they figuring it out. They're getting the ropes down. I feel like these next few months will be the truth. Will be, I guess, not gonna say the truth, but will be telling for if the ROG Ally is gonna survive this gaming. Steam Deck has done it. It's made it. It's made it past its first year. It's swimming. You know what I'm saying? It's doing its thing. The Ally has to show the one thing that has allowed the Steam Deck to last, and it's one very important thing, and that is being, I guess, being open with the community, being accepting of its criticism, and pushing out those updates to fix whatever it can fix. Let's be real. I mean, there are issues with the Ally, certain software issues with the Ally. Okay, Steam Deck had it too. You know, we can't sit there and hate because of that. Steam Deck had them too. We can't hate on the Ally because it had them. But the biggest thing is, what is Asus gonna do about it? Are they gonna fix it? Are they gonna address it? Or are they gonna be like, man, what y'all talking about? You know, they kind of did some a little bit when they, you know, with the update to the BIOS they did recently, or well, it wasn't recently, but a while back, and people were saying, hey man, it kind of drug down the performance of the Ally, and people, and you know, finally Asus kind of jumped in and said, man, we did a few tests, we didn't see no problems. What y'all talk about? They probably could have handled that a little bit better. I'm gonna be honest with you, but the reality is, let's wait a little bit. Let's give them their moment to shine. Figure this out. You know, if they can stick with this thing, they don't just say, well, we just released another PC device. It's in the catalog now, and they keep it moving. They can't do that. You know, they can't just say, we just, you know, can't treat it like it's just another laptop or whatever. We just released another device. Let's keep it moving on to the next device. No, they need to make sure they have a whole division based on our team, based on taking care of this thing, because you can't release it and let it go. You know, a gaming device, gaming machine, because this is what this is aimed at being. Yeah, it may be a PC in a handheld form, but it's pretty much a gaming machine. A gaming machine needs some special attention that's beyond what you would give a PC. It's different from, I won't say beyond, but it's different what you give a PC. You gotta understand, if you're gonna market it as a gaming machine, you're gonna get gamers, specifically handheld gamers or even console gamers, who are gonna grab this thing and they're gonna be looking for information, updates, you know, just you tapping in with us and letting us know, oh yeah, we saw that, we're gonna fix it right now. Thanks for pointing that out. Or just preemptively jumping on stuff. Hey, we found this issue. Some of y'all may not have seen it, but we found this issue. We've already on top of it. We're fixing it. We're gonna need that. You can't just say get in and go and lump it in there. Well, whatever updates we give our PCs is with the updates we're gonna give to this thing. Nah, man. There are certain issues that this has that maybe a PC player may not experience or may not even care about. When I say PC player, someone playing on the PC itself, on a regular PC. You know what I'm saying? So it's those things like that that's gonna really show whether the Ally is going to die. You know, right? As of right now, it's new in the game. It's learning. It's getting its sea legs. It's trying to figure this out, and it's navigating. And we can't be too harsh on that because Valve did the same damn thing. You know what I'm saying? Steam Deck had to figure itself out, and once it figured out its lane, figured out exactly how to operate and move, it was good. It was good. So, and I feel like so long as Asus does the same thing or something similar, stays on top of its gaming, if it has I don't know if it has a gaming team or gaming division, whatever, but if it stays on top, I don't think we're gonna have these, you know, any issues where it dies. It just flat out dies. You know, stay on top of it in the game, and it will actually do well. So, and keep in mind, this thing is nice. This thing is nice. Now, there's some things it can't fix that are physically a physical problem. Software is not going to fix. For example, the SD cards getting hot because they're too close to the fan. I don't know what they can do about that. I'm going to be honest with you. If they figure it out, they figure it out. But I don't know what they can do about it. But to say that it's dead, that the Ally is dead, nah, man. Nah. I love playing my Ally. I'm going to be real. Yeah, I'm a Steam Deck man, but I love playing my Ally. There are certain games I only play on my Ally. You know, and that's just real. I'm just gonna be real with it. That's also my 2 cents. If you like more ROG Ally news, walkthroughs, gameplay, tutorials, lives, I gotta get a dock. That's another thing, man. They gotta get the accessory game up. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like and subscribe. Cruise through the playlist. And I'm out.